Well, something brought me here,
Yes.
and I didn't know about you before I came. And at the first day here at satsang, you showed me the truth. And some days ago, I experienced emptiness. But there was just nothing. There was nothing.
Okay.
There was just nothing.
Was that a disappointing discovery?
Yes.
Yeah. You know why it was a disappointing discovery?
There were no trumpets.
There was no?
Trumpets.
No what?
No.
No? Okay, no trumpets. Yes,
No.
yes.
No spaceship.
No spaceship, no spaceship. No spaceship. That's a new one. I mean, it's coming, it's coming.
There was nothing. And I thought even if that would not be there, there at least would be something. You know? but there was nothing.
But, yes. But what was recognizing the nothing? Was that something? Can nothing be disappointed with nothing? Only something can be disappointed with nothing.
Yes, something was disappointed. And
Yeah.
I looked in the room, I was sitting here, and it was after satsang, I experienced it, and I looked in the room, and the room was still the same.
Yes.
The
The room was the same something or nothing?
No, it was also the same. There was no
They didn't
fairy
vanish.
tale, no, and nobody, no dust, fairy tale, no more colorful world. I would expect there would be paradise.
That's the next level, okay? You have to go to the spaceship level. You have to go. No, come on. I want to hear what you're saying because it's something beautiful. Go on. There was nothing that was expected from the mind, such as if that was recognized, then everything would just be luminous and just, supernaturally beautiful, and all this thing would be there. But it was.
Yeah, it was just the same. Nothing changed.
Nothing changed.
And
Yes.
I just since then been living with this disappointment.
Could you say again what happened? Since then you're living with this disappointment?
Yes, I'm very disappointed.
Now, can I ask you, what exactly is disappointed? Is it you or your mind, or is there no difference?
No, my mind is disappointed.
Yes.
Because I've been looking so many years, and then I experience it, and there's nothing.
Yeah. So is this nothing outside of you or on inside of you as well?
Inside.
Inside.
It was like I was looking inside. No, I was inside. I was just being. I was just. I was not doing anything.
Okay. So it's okay. All right. So in this discovery of nothingness outside, nothingness inside, but something was saying, what's going on? Is this it? Okay? So that must also be nothing. If that was seen, like that also is just like everything is as it is. And this voice is saying, how disappointing, how disappointing. Yeah? For who? For who is the disappointment? Let's slow down a little bit. For whom is the disappointment? There's nothing. Is it just a mental nothing, or is it a nothing? Don't touch this thing, this voice that says, "Oh, I'm disappointed." It is just a voice that arose and goes, "Is this it? It's nothing. How disappointing."
I feel it's just touching this pain, like.
Okay, so what if there's a pain that is appearing in the nothing, okay? The pain is appearing in the nothing, the sense of disappointing is appearing in the nothing. In fact, the room is still the same, appearing in the nothing also. Everything seems to be still there in a kind, but they're empty of somethingness, they're a kind of nothing. You also are appearing as someone in the nothing also. Mm-hmm. And also in the nothing is appearing a voice that's saying, "I'm disappointed about this nothing." But what about just the nothingness itself? Not somebody saying there's nothing, just the nothingness itself. What does it feel? Does the nothingness feel disappointing?
No, it's just being.
It's just here.
It's just being, but maybe I also expected, I don't know, I did not, I mean, in this emptiness, there was neither happy or unhappy,
Yeah.
you know.
Yes.
Just longing to be happy, so I was
Yes.
also...
Wait a second. So there is still a seed of desire or expectation that at least if I came to whatever it is, because you didn't know if it was going to feel like nothing or just the most wonderful something, but in the actuality of the seeing, there was just sort of nothing. And then also there's a something that was expecting something, says, but where's the beautiful something?
Yes.
There's no trumpets, there's no angels, there's no, there's just nothing, okay? This which is saying, but there is nothing, where is that coming from?
Outside me.
Outside of you. Where is the limit of you as the nothing?
Nothing is endless.
Endless. So how can something be outside of the
Yes.
endless?
Yeah, it felt like it was.
Yeah. See? Some remnant of mind is just like this, you know, and you are just watching it. There's no need to take hold of that to do something. It is just something that the mind is. It's the old idea of the need to be something is thinning away like incense smoke in the wind, and it's going. But I'm disappointed. Disappointed. And something, it seems, is going, yeah, but that's also there. And I'm asking now, just from the place of the nothingness, we're using this word for the moment, it's okay,
Yes.
from the nothingness itself, don't touch any concept of happiness or sadness or anything at all, just the nothingness. You're here, in and as the nothingness itself. Don't touch any expectation. Because the mind is searching for a chance to come back like, so what you gonna do now? You're nothing. What you gonna do?
Yeah,
How are you gonna make a living?
Yeah.
So who is it speaking to? Identify.
You mean like the person? Or
Yeah. Which is where?
I don't know, I feel it's speaking to the little child or something in me or something.
Yeah.
And I
So-
believe it.
Yes. So there's an image still appearing in the nothingness of oneself as a child. And it's speaking to this child. You know why it's speaking to this child? Because it wants to live. It wants to, it's like, it wants to be, it's pulling, you see. Don't go to this nothingness. Something is there that is feeling, you know, if you become, look, it's almost all nothing except for you. Don't go any further. Because there's no happiness, there's no joy, there's no love, it's just emptiness. So what I'm saying here is that the mind itself is in a way hiding that joy. Its final voice is his final card he's playing. Yeah, look, it's nothing, but it's nothing. There's no love, there's no peace, there's no joy. Is that what you want? Why is it no joy? Because there's still a thread of somebody there to say, look, look. Is this what you want? And this identity, little identity itself, just like you can use your fingernail to cover the sun, this one little bit of you, you see, is itself standing in the way of your own joy. This little I feeling, yeah, but I'm disappointed. It is a thought. And this thought is appealing in the vastness to try and hook into the sense of a person, to catch you. The little bit of something is holding, a little girl is going to be very lost in the emptiness. And this thought is coming. Don't go there. It's hiding the joy. It's hiding the peace. It's hiding the love. It's saying, look, Guruji told you. It's only emptiness. Behold, emptiness. You're looking because it sees that there's still some person there, and the person can go back to somethingness or to nothingness. And he's saying, come out of nothing. Because look, there's no joy, there's no peace, nothing there. Other people in this room might be feeling, oh my God, please, don't go to the nothing.
I want to tell everybody.
You want to tell them what?
Stop looking, there's nothing. Go home, yeah.
The last words, what?
Just go home.
Go home.
Yeah, live.
Where?
To live a happy life, you know.
Huh?
Here is nothing, you know.
There's nothing. Yeah. We have to finish this story because it is a story. It's a drama. No? Either now we're on the verge of a discovery. Either this is the most difficult and the biggest trick in the world, and I am at the front as the main trickster at the moment, to capture you in the blank nothingness. Okay? And something is going, stay in somethingness. You see? And this has happened before, because there were the story of some nuns who were doing meditation. They decided to do meditation. They went to a place to do meditation. And in the state of doing meditation, they came to the same thing you're talking, but it's nothing. Nothing. And they panicked. They said, it is nothing. We came to the place that they are calling truth. It was nothing, but there was nothing there. There was no life, there was not death, there was no sadness, but there was no joy. There was no peace, but there was no chaos. But it was just blank, it was dead. And they ran away and wrote a book. Don't go there. And something is still here. It's like the snake, the head of the snake is in the garden, but the tail is still in the room. And something is saying, I'm disappointed. There's nothing here. So either you are going to prove that all the sages from the beginning of time until now were frauds. Okay? Because actually they found nothing. And they are so miserable, they want the whole world to be miserable like them, to find it's nothing, 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 nothing. I'm telling you guys, don't go. Okay? So you're a very important person to me today, because I've got to either work with you to prove with you there, not by any trickery, but by you, something is not complete. The mind itself has taken the shape of nothing. It is not nothing. It's not the complete. The mind itself is taking the shape of nothing. Remember one time I say, so subtle and so clever is this I ego, that it can slip behind the eyeballs of the seer and then says, look, there is nothing. And yet at some point, something will go, and he'll jump out, sorry, okay? Something is there, your inquiry is not finished. The mind has taken the form of nothing. How can it do that? Because something is being retained as something. And this something is like life. It's posing as, look, we are life. He's sucking the last breath out of you, and but you're already here. And this voice that say, but don't let go. Now it's bringing the child. Oh, cute little child. Don't let the child go to nothing. Poor baby.
Yeah, it doesn't not want to be lonely, Like he captured me because just what you just said,
Yes.
like don't go to nothing because there's nothing and you will be all alone and there's no happiness, there's no joy. And that captured me, and also the mind says like, this is proof. It kind of made me not only disappointed, but also like to give up. Like you say, life is not against us, but at some point I felt like life has given up on me and I've given up on life, and this is the proof. There's nothing.
This is the last ace up the sleeve of the mind. He's playing with you. Yeah. Either you're going to turn back. He's holding out. Don't build your house outside the gate of nirvana. He's holding out. Look. Don't go, don't go. Huh? But it's a trick that God has given you. So you have to overcome this one.
But
because if you fail at this, you are going to be afraid to come back here. Because the mind wants to register, you see, there's nothing. It's nothing. It's the nothing of the mind, which is the something for somebody. Don't go to that nothing, or else your existence is finished. I ask you, who is it speaking to? It's speaking to your self-image. It's speaking to the idea you are holding on to as to who you are. You see? And I want to ask you right now, you see, what now?
Well, I wanted to go home.
And home is in which direction?
The Netherlands.
Huh?
The Netherlands.
Netherlands.
Yeah, take the plane.
This plane will keep you into suffering. This plane will take you not to the Netherlands, but to the Never Never Land. It will keep you in suffering, this one. You see, this is going to be a very important satsang for many people to come. We want to see if you awaken to the truth or if you go back to Never Never Land. Because something has brought you here. And it's the last seed of mistrust has come. And again, like these nuns who went there and say, don't go there because it's blank. It's blank. Yes, it's true. There's no sorrow, but there's no joy. There's no death, but there's no life. There's no chaos, but there's no peace. You're on the verge of that. Like I say, it's the last card from your mind to try and trap you into somethingness. Everyone is holding on to somethingness. It is as though you are called. I said to one man here also, I said, you have come to this place and it's almost like a voice has called you, come in, come inside. But to you it looks like into the unknown. And something has brought you here, but to the mind it's like the unknown, the unknowable. And you say, but this voice is like the voice of God, but it could be the voice of the devil. I don't know. I'm on this point. So what he did, I say, you tie a rope around your waist, and you tie a rope around a tree, and then you say, I will go in to this place, and just in case it's a trick, I will pull myself back out into something else. And I said, this is why you don't find it, because you already betrayed your trust. Because by tying your rope onto this tree into somethingness, you were not fully in your heart to discover the truth. You wanted a guarantee, you wanted reassurance. But the reassurance will keep you, the person, who is the factory for delusion, to keep it alive in you. So I am here, I'm speaking up for you actually. So I am speaking from this emptiness, and you trust this voice, or is this voice also kind of like another Satan, you know?
No, I trust you.
Then I say, hear that voice, but don't cling to that voice. This voice is trying to pull you into shape of something to live a something life. This word nothing is not a word that is real, nor is emptiness. There are no words for where I am speaking from. It just is. And this place of is the one place that is unchanging. It is forever. It is timeless. It is perfect. You see? When you go back to somethingness, you go back to time, to change, to death. Now, what I'm speaking, I know it sounds crazy, because I also experience time and change and the play of you and me and this and that. But it's more superficial for me. The roots are not deep. So I am not covered by delusion, you see? I can have a taste of the world of changes and everything, it's fine. And in fact, the one who is awake enjoys this world more than any of you. But is not attached to it. You understand? So it's not like give up everything to receive nothing. No, I said, you are already here. But from the mind has come a very clever card for you to say, look, look. It puts its hand over the sun. Look, you see? if you go into emptiness, like emptiness is out there, you're already the emptiness actually. You are already in the emptiness. But the thought is coming. If you let go of the somethingness, which is where your ego is living and which is not true, then you're making the biggest mistake. That's why I ask you, who is it speaking to? And it's speaking to the fear in you.
I'm afraid to get lost.
Yes.
And the mind says, I will not survive without him. The mind. I think,
the fear
fear
exists in the person, not in the self. The fear exists inside the mind of the person, not in the self. The mind is making the self to look like it's a black hole, and the you, which is a something, is going to go suck into a black hole, and bye, you won't even hear the word bye, you're gone. But I am here, and you are here. And I'm not telling you to step into anything. I'm not telling you to step into any black hole. I'm not even telling you to step into any unknown. I'm saying, don't hold that voice that is telling you, he's been lying to you all your life actually. You know him, he's the same one speaking into the mind of everybody from this side. You're not good enough, you failed, these people don't like you, blah, 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 blah. And you have listened to that voice, and something brought you to satsang, and that thing is the grace that's working for your liberation from the voice of the deceiver. And you must discern which is the deceiver, you see? Because he is made look, behold, it's nothing. It's the same what Muji say, you are nothing. But he's made a psychological nothing. He's made a nothing of fear. He's saying if you go there, you are finished. But who is this you who would be finished? The false idea you have of who you are, seen from the real place.
Like, just like why I believe this voice of the mind, like.
Because you always believed it. By habit, we all believed it.
Yeah.
We all believe everything, and most of the things the mind come with, until at a certain point you began to doubt. And when you began to question and heard another voice that is telling you, you don't have to become any of this thing, you don't have to become any. I'm not telling you to become anything. I'm not even telling you to become the unknown. As a matter of fact, you are already the unknown. We are all the unknown, appearing to be the apparent known. No one can come to the end of what you are.
And if it says you will not be happy or not find.
Are you happy now?
Maybe I have the wrong concept of happy. I don't feel this love or happiness.
No, because you are watching the mind's version of nothingness, of emptiness.
That's why it feels so empty.
Yes. I have said before, there's two kinds of nothingness. The nothingness that comes from the mind, and the nothingness which never came and cannot go. But nobody is aware of it. Something is clinging to somebody, to the sense of somebody. It says, I'd rather be a poor, miserable somebody than to be nobody. It's turned all of this into a circus. Like somebody's going to come to nothing. And I said, no, stay in something. Some people, they come and they say, Guruji, please help me because, please don't be sparing with me. And I've lived with them, I've looked at them, and if they say, my mind sometimes very strong, don't let him take me over. I said, if you speak from your heart, then I will fight for you, but I will not fight instead of you. But then sometimes I found, in rare cases, when they were saying, no, I pushed them, and they went, thank you. But I am not an intruder. I can only speak to you from where I am and to tell you. All this is a play in your mind. You're clinging to something, and this one will not make you happy. It will not make you happy. You are already where you are, but you're thinking you're somewhere else actually. You are already the emptiness, clinging to a bit of somethingness as an idea. I can't tell you you're going to go to nothingness because it's no distance. In what direction is nothingness? There's a direction for somethingness, but there's no direction for the emptiness. You are already this. You are fundamentally. I'm using the word nothingness, and the mind has turned it into a bogey word. It's turned it into a monster word. Nothingness. You see? But I'm only advising you, stay as you are. But the mind is saying, could you see? He tell you to say something. I am not something. Or I can say I'm something and I'm nothing. I don't know what I can say to you. And if I said to you, okay, leave this idea about being something here. You said, do you trust anything I'm speaking?
Yes.
So if I say, this place that you're standing here now, in this place of, I'm on the verge of this place where there's a kind of nothingness, but something is saying, no, don't go there. If I were to promise you with all of my life now to say, okay, you leave this position here, just don't hold on to this and be where I am. And if it doesn't work, go back. I will help you to go back to this place and pick up this thing. Would you trust this?
Yes.
Then leave this idea, this fear about something. Just relax into just what is already here. Don't become anything, but don't cling to this idea. Are you not still here?
Yes. I'm still here.
Don't hold on to anything. Don't hold on to somethingness, and don't hold on to even nothingness. Don't hold on to anything. Don't hold on to the sense of I or you. Don't even hold on to the idea of God. Don't hold on to anything for a moment. Don't hold on. Don't combine with anything. Does this feel painful?
No.
No. Is it just blank and dull and lifeless?
No.
No. What is it then?
It's heaven.
Huh?
It's heaven.
It's heaven. Yeah. Is that an idea?
No.
Just be, just be. Don't go, just be. Don't hold on to ideas of good or bad, not even ideas of heaven or hell. Don't hold on to any idea. You're just here. Is there darkness?
No.
Is there fear?
No.
Is there loneliness?
No.
What is here then?
Joy.
Where is the end of joy?
There's no end.
That's all. That's all. Are you dead?
No,
Are you afraid?
no,
Okay. So true to my word, you can come back and go back to the place you were.
no. I'm staying. Oh no, I'm not even staying. I just am.
Yes. Where you are, did you arrive here?
No,
Can it leave?
no,
Can it fade?
no,
Did you create it?
no,
Are you sad?
no,
Disappointed?
no.
Is it enough?
I don't know. Enough feels like if it would be enough, then I would leave it again, but it just is.
Thank you. That is called winning yourself back from delusion. You see? And it is good, because this satsang that I've shared with you, it is already enough for me to come here in Rishikesh to have this satsang with you.
Thank you.
It is true. Because it is exposed how subtle the mind can try to imitate the self. And yet, ultimately, I am not even calling the mind bad. I'm not calling this, even if it's a devil, I'm not calling bad, because you need to use this to transcend this. When I said before, it is as though consciousness creates the sense of a problem in order to have the experience of transcending it. But just in the play, because beyond the play, it doesn't exist. It is only what it is. It's perfect beyond the concept of perfect. But in this play, it was playing that it tried to imitate the words to say, but Mooji said emptiness, he said nothingness, and I've now come to discover the nothingness. You even started by saying, the first day I discovered the truth. The first day you spoke, I discovered the truth. And what was this truth? That there's nothing. There's nothing, there's nothing. And I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. Then I say, this is wrong, nothing. You came to the very edge. The mind was there. It's telling you, jump, or don't jump, go back. And I'm just telling you, stay as you are. Because he says, if you make one step, you're gonna, you're gone. But if you step back, you'll be, whichever way. They don't tell you that. But you had to cross over from this very subtle deception. And you crossed over by not going anywhere at all. Just as you are. The delusion slipped away from you. And then I said to you, true to my word, if you don't want this, if you find that this was, this even more, nothing. I said, look, I promised you in my life, for what I am, you can go back to the place you were a few minutes ago. And you trusted that. This is the word. You trusted that, and with that trust, you could allow yourself to let go of the final string of the devil. And where did you go? You're here. You're here. And now a smiling coming, happiness coming. Before, there's nothing, but there's no joy, there's no peace. there's no space. Now, there's nothing but there's joy, there's peace, there's happiness. I am here, I didn't die, I can still see my children, I can still have some nice dal and rice for lunch. I'm not going to eat nothing. So everything is here. But you are free from a delusion, and this delusion has held the whole world captive. This delusion is holding the whole world captive in personhood. The one that doesn't trust God, that doesn't trust, this, every human being, everyone must at some point come to this place. Maybe not this life, maybe not a life, I don't know. Where you come to this point. Not necessarily in this way. This played a particular kind of, in a particular way. I'm very happy to have had this conversation with you. Yes? Because even if I had this conversation with you for 2 hours, it's going to help to free thousands of people who experience this type of fear. In the final moment, something comes and goes, don't go. And we step back. And we've been stepping back, we've been postponing, we've been excusing, we've been suspending, we've been avoiding what? Your own self. Your own self. Because an idea is put in your mind that your ego is yourself. And that what you are being invited to discover is a kind of strangeness, dressed up, looking like Shiva, dressed up looking like Buddha, dressed up looking like Christ, whatever it is. And something goes, I'm not sure I want that. I like my life. And now you have discovered your timeless existence. Your timeless existence, to the extent that you can say, when I say, where is the end of your joy? You say?
Endless.
Endless. Where are you speaking from to speak with such authority? Where? From yourself. From yourself. Not from university, not from, psychotherapy, not from hypnotherapy, from yourself. And I wanted to see whether that subtle choice would be made where you discover your timeless existence, because something was trying to rob you of your timeless existence. He wants to be preparing another womb, another birth for you, another samsara for you. But you are free.
I'm free.
And you have always been free, but you have not been aware of your freedom. And today you are aware of your freedom. And may what you discover be multiplied thousands of times. But maybe it's not for me to say.
Thank you.
Thank you. As I've said